Welcome back in, everybody. I have a kind of two video in one today. The first thing, what I had planned to do was showcase all the armories so that people can see what is the difference. Because for those of you that are new to building, those of you that maybe, I like the sleek lines of Stroud Ekland, so you've always built Stroud Ekland, or I like the curvy lines of the Nova, so I've always built with that, the bubbly lines. These guys are all different. I mean, there's some similarity between them, but they're pretty much all different Habs. And how you connect these Habs, that's part of the second video, will determine what of the original Hab gets deleted to put your pass-through door, or your side door, or your windows, your porthole glass. So we're going to take a tour of each of the 5 Habs, and then you're going to get to see what it looks like with no connections, because we're going to come up from the bottom. And then you're going to see what it looks like with a front-to-back connection, as well as portholes around the entire thing. Now, obviously, who's putting portholes around the entire thing? However, you're going to see how it affects the interior and how it changes things when you put portholes on, because you may not even realize that you are editing the interior just by sticking a porthole glass on there, but you are. So that is what we are doing today. We're going to take a gander in this just absolute hilarity of a ship. I don't know why I jumped, because it's low gravity. So we're going to do these in alphabetical order. We are going to start with Deimos. I probably should have come in here and opened all these doors first. But we shall take a journey. Alright, so, number 1, Deimos. This is like your standard military-style armory. So, here's your front. So if you put a pass-through there or a window, it really doesn't make any difference because you're not taking away anything. So you got a case up front, you've got storage on this side, you got storage on that side. So side passages or portholes, it's going to take up some of that storage or remove it entirely, but it shouldn't look too bad. You have boxes, you have helmet stand, you have backpack stand, 2 more backpack stands. Oh, sorry, helmet and backpack. Several weapon cases, a whole lot going on here for weapon racks on the walls. You've got another backpack stand, another backpack stand. I wish that was a mannequin, though. Lots and lots of weapon racks, including a quote lockable one. Again, if you go through the back, front to back, it's not going to make any difference because you're not losing out on anything. However, you put portholes here and here, you will lose weapon racks. And we are going to find that out here shortly. So, now we are on to HopeTech. HopeTech, in my opinion, has the best lighting scheme. Think of the interior of the Serenity in Firefly. Kind of more intimate, not bright in-your-face lighting, more like incandescent lighting. And this one has a Brig. So, front-to-back connection, you'll lose this jobby here, but so be it. You'll lose the side cargo nets, but you have a Brig in this one. Very nice. It's a 2-in-1. I mean, it's not technically a Brig. It's not the actual Brig module, but it is a Brig. You got a bathroom, no shower. I guess they're just gonna use that bucket right there, stick their feet in, and do some showering right there. But your crew will sleep in this. So then you've got plenty of boxes, not much going on for stands. So I would say this, so you got a little table here to work on your weapon. Again, losing the sides or the front, back isn't really going to affect you. But you don't really have anything as far as display goes in this one. So this is going to be like your least military look for an armory. Right here in the middle, we are visiting Nova Galactic. So a couple jump seats up front with some storage and a table. That's kind of nice. The side Both sides are fairly blank, so that's fine for porthole glass. You got mannequins in here. They're a little twitchy, I'm not going to lie. You put stuff on there and sometimes it just doesn't show up. Or you log out, log in, it's back. Then you log out, log on, and it's gone again. Even though it's in there, so it's kind of twitchy. Lockers, kind of neat. Vacuum cleaner, I guess, or storage. Plenty of boxes. Some display, not a lot, but some. Even got ammo cases. I really like this one. And then up here, now most likely if you put porthole glass here and here, you're losing a big chunk of stuff, and it's going to end up becoming open space. My guess. I haven't actually looked at it because I've done it in the back, so we will see what that looks like when we get there. But yeah, Nova's pretty decent, especially if you like to display a little bit of armor. We're going to come down here. We're going to jump into Stroud Ekland. What's on your mind? I consider Stroud Ekland to be the most boring of the armories. Absolute plain Jane, nothing going on. You got some displays and things, and plenty of racks, but just super plain. I mean, if that's super plain is what you're going for, then, you know, who be it I to tell you otherwise. Front to back, fine. That's not going to affect anything. These sides, you're going to have problems with these racks. And then our last jobby, we are going to visit Taiyo Astroneeing. Taiyo is the second of the modules that has a brig. Front and front sides, perfectly fine to add windows. Brig, once again. This is pretty much a carbon copy of HopeTech, minus brighter lighting, much brighter lighting. Outside of anything else, I would say it's probably a carbon copy of HopeTech with a... I don't know if you want to call it superior lighting, but brighter lighting. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hop down these things. By the way, these things are stupidly heavy. 14 a piece. Whereas a 3x1 Hab that fits the same space only weighs 10. It's insanity. Alright, so we just came this way. We're going to go this way. All the way to the end. We are going to start back with Deimos. Now we have two connected. So you're going to see what happens when you connect them, and you're going to see what happens when you put porthole glass in them. Get out. Get off. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, where am I going? Oh, here, let's open between the two. So this is going to be the front, looking out at the other ridiculousness. Your side windows. The crate still stayed on both sides, but you get kind of a walk-up side window. You come here, and the good thing is it didn't put windows here. There were not slots for them. However, if you remember, these had weapon racks all over both of these walls. They're all gone. So you lose a ton. In fact, you lost all your weapon racks. This now has no weapon racks. It has this stand, and that's it. So you see the front to back didn't really affect it much, because the front and back didn't really have a heck of a lot. But you lost your... There was 3 racks on both walls. See, did both have 3? This one had 3. That might have had 2. So you lose quite a bit by adding these out here. So what the best way to do is to look at it before you put you're putting things together. It's a pain. It takes a long time. But look at them. See where the areas are that you do and you do not want to nuke, and then that helps you define where you want to put your windows. So if I remember correctly, this was all just storage. Now it's just completely blank, completely barren. Didn't do anything with this. But, oh yeah, this room was full of all kinds of storage and things. Now it's just blank because we put it all windows. Now, as I said, not everybody is going to be putting windows on every single side as far as the eye can see, but you get some idea of of how these port windows really blow out all of your decoration, all of the, I don't know if you want to call it swag that comes stock on it. It just blows the whole thing out. Now we come up to Nova Galactic. Alright, so we're going to go forward first. So the standard mid-room that I really like, again, I think one side should be the Brig. Take these lockers, put them over here. I think that would be a really nice display. I wish we could pick and choose how we build them. So the mannequins are still here. You've got this little... Okay, what's up, Light? Alright. You got this little cubby up front. That's cool. I would say this looks a little less bland than HopeTech that we were just previously in. Definitely less bland. When you're doing a pass-through and you're doing just port windows everywhere, this still has some interest to it. So same thing, going back. So now let's hop over to Stroud Ekland. Let's see if boring got even more boring with a bunch of windows and a pass-through. It's so weird how sometimes you get off on the left side, sometimes it's the right side. So wow, boring got super boring. There's like almost nothing left in this place. You have just this little section in the middle, just that and that stand, and that's all you've got left. The windows and the pass-through just nuked everything. Same thing here. It just completely nuked it all. That's not much of an armory. You can get almost this much by having a Brig. Granted, the Brig takes up a 2x2, but you can get just about that much space in a Brig worth of containers, weapons cases, ammo boxes, etc. Alright, last but not least, we have Taiyo. Let's see what Taiyo did. Fairly bland up here. Still have the Brig. I don't think the lighting changed, but we'll take a look. No, Brig stayed the same. This all stayed the same. It's not a lot. You know, it's and this is just sad up here. Putting these portal windows in, yeah, you can see, but it's just sad looking. It looks so depressing. Can you imagine sitting up here working on your gun and there's just nothing? It's like, man, throw some stuffed animals in here or something. Get you a pet lizard. I don't know. Oh, let me go back. I know it's the same, but just so that you get the retrospect of it. So there you have it. That is what it looks like to do front to back versus doing an upward ladder only versus having no cockpits, no windows, or sorry, not the cockpits, no porthole glass, no windows, versus having them on every single slot. We'll take a look one more time just so you get a feeling for what was in there. So we started on our left, we went to the right, each module, and then we have carbon copies in the back, and these carbon copies in the back have portholes everywhere. That's a lot of glass. All the way around, all sides, every spot that they can be in. And you could see that certain units still look okay with that much, but it's too much. And so when you build your ship out, try and build it with a module that you want. Finish the ship, even if it's, you know, not fully complete. Look at the module. Look at the positions. Do you like this front, what is this, port corner, this 4-port corner, Is it cool to put a window there? Is it cool to put a pass-through right there? Is it going to bother you? Are you fine with the front to back? Some of these had some pretty nice storage looks to them. Now the top, I didn't put them on the top because it doesn't really interfere with anything. So, and once you've kind of figured out what design elements you want to keep, then that will help you decide where you're going to put your portholes, and it will make your ship look that much better for you, because it really is for you. You're playing with the game. You're flying around in your weird H-shaped thingamabob that's a giant monstrosity, and you need to enjoy your time, and the more you enjoy it, the more you're going to play it. So I hope this video was helpful, and thanks for watching, everybody.